tonight's matchup for the Class 1A Region 4 Final.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to game number 2 of the Region 4 Final between the Fayetteville Lions and your D'Hanis Cowboys, live here on D'Hanis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight. Once again, this is game number 2 of the best of 3 series as Fayetteville won game number 1 5-2 over the Cowboys. And we're going to listen in live as they introduce both teams.
Number 12, your catcher, Keegan Shupak. Number 25, shortstop, Easton Yeager. Number 7, at second base, Jack Sly. Number 34, pitching, Chance Konvichka. Number 3, third baseman, Lawson Frisch. Number 13, center fielder, Jake Kubala. Number 22, right fielder, Brody Dooley. Number 33, first baseman, Cole Schmidt. And number 1, your left fielder, Mason Finhouse. And now for tonight's designated home team, the D'Hanis Cowboys. Number 2, the second baseman, J.J. Garcia. Number 9, the pitcher, Brent Frost. Number 4, shortstop, Rain Redden. Number 11, the catcher, Will Shawi. Number 1, right fielder, Marcus Hernandez. Number 21, center fielder, Cade Hendry. Number 5, third baseman, Brady Herndon. Number 18, left fielder, Aaron Chapman. And number 34, your DH, Easton King. And your first baseman, Jaden Puente. If you could please rise, gentlemen, remove your hats at this time for the playing of the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched.
All right, looks like we're set for game number 2 of the best of 3 series between the Fayetteville Lions and your Dehennis Cowboys, live here on Dehennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight.
Texas playoff baseball.
We're here live from Joe Gully Park in Kennedy, Texas.
Also, just a friendly reminder, the cassette.
And introducing the starting lineup for your Dehennis Cowboys, getting this first start of the season on the mound is number 9, Brent Frost. Behind the plate, Will Shavy. At third base, Brady Herndon. At shortstop, Rain Redden. At second base, JJ Garcia. At first base, Jaden Puente. And in the outfield from left to right, Aaron Chapman, Cade Hendry, and Marcus Hernandez. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2, the Region 4 final. Fayetteville leads the series 1-0 as they defeated the Cowboys 5-2 in game number 1. This is game number 2 of the Region 4 final, live here from Kennedy, Texas at Joe Gully Park. And leading the inning off for the Fayetteville Lions is the catcher, number 12, Keegan Supak. Once again, Brent Frost getting the start on the mound for the Cowboys.
Leading off for the Lions, number 12, Keegan Shupak.
First pitch from Frost is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Supak. The pitch inside corner for strike 2.
0-2 count.
So no balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff batter, Supak. The pitch, curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3, and out number 1.
Now batting for the Lions.
And up next is the shortstop, number 25, Easton Yeager. Pitch just missed outside for ball 1. Looked pretty close. So 1 ball, no strikes on Yeager. The pitch high for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Yeager. Ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes.
It's going to be low for ball number 3. 3-0 count.
Inside corner for strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Yeager. With 1 out here in the top of the first. Brent Frost getting the start on the mound for the Cowboys. And the ball is hit deep to center field. It's going to drop and land in front of Cade Hendry. So Yeager will reach first on a single to center. And up next is the second baseman, number 7, Jack Schley.
Now batting for the Lions, number 7, Jack Sly.
Schley squares around, pulls back in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Schley with Yeager on first. The pitch inside, just miss for ball 1. So 1-1 to count.
Number 1. Even count at 1-1.
Once again, Jack Schley at the plate for the Lions. The pitch from Frosch. Chopped foul. It's going to bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 count.
The pitch, curveball, inside, just miss for ball 2. So 2-2 the count on Schley
Leaving the count at 2-2.
with Yeager on first. The 2-2 pitch, curveball high for ball 3. Full count on the batter.
Ball number 3. Bringing this count full at 3-2.
The pitch swung and fouled back into the fence. Count remains full
Foul back. Count
on Jack Schley. The pitch fouled back into the fence once again. Full count on Schley. The pitch popped up in the infield, and Herndon will make the catch for out number 2. Now Schley popped out down the third base foul line. And up next is the pitcher, number 34, Chance Konvichka.
Now batting for the Lions, number 34, Chance Konvichka.
Once again, Easton Yeager on first. Konvichka at the plate. Frosch on the mound delivers the first pitch high for ball 1.
Let's go, Blue. It's going to be ball number 1.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1-1 count on Konvichka. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes
2 count.
on Konvichka. The pitch swung and fouled back into the fence. Count remains 1-2.
Count remains 1-2.
Curveball in there for strike 3 That is 2 strikeouts for Brent Frosch here in the top of the first as we head to the bottom of the first. Scoreless. Cowboys coming up next to bat. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Setting the defense for the Fayetteville Lions. Getting the start on the mound is Chance Konvichka behind the plate. Keegan Supak at third base. Lawson Fritz, shortstop. Easton Yeager, second base. Jack Schley, first base. Cole Schmidt. And in the outfield from left to right, Messon Fenhouse, Jay Kubala, and Brody Dooley. And leading the inning off for the Cowboys is the second baseman, number 2, J.J. Garcia. First pitch from Konvichka is inside for ball 1. So 1-0 the count on Garcia.
Ball number 1.
Inside for ball 2. So 2-0 the count on the leadoff batter for the Cowboys. Pitch is high for ball 3.
3-0 count.
Ball 4 inside, so Garcia draws the walk and makes his way towards first. And up next is the pitcher, number 9, Brent Frosch.
Now batting for the Cowboys, number 9, Brent Frosch.
First pitch in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Frosch with Garcia on first. Chance Konvichka on the mound for the Lions. The pitch outside for ball 1.
Outside for ball number 1.
So 1-1 the count. And Konvichka will step off the mound. The pitch high for ball 2. So 2-1 the count. 2 balls and 1 strike on Frosch. Once again with Garcia on first to do the leadoff walk. The pitch in there for strike 2. So 2-2 the count.
Even count now, 2-2.
pitch, curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the shortstop, number 4, Rain Redden.
Now batting for the Cowboys, number 4, Rain Redden.
Redden swings and fouls it back into the fence. Brings the count to no balls and 1 strike. So no balls and 1 strike on Redden. We've got to see on first. The pitch, low for ball 1. So 1-1 the count.
Ball number 1. 1-1 count.
The pitch, curveball in there for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Redden.
1-2 count.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for Chance Konvichka. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Will Shavi.
Now batting for the Cowboys, number 11, Will Shelby.
Let's go, Will.
So 2 outs. JJ Garcia on first. Will Shavi at the plate. First pitch from Konvichka is low for ball 1.
1-0 count.
The pitch in there for strike 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Shavi. The pitch low and outside for ball 2.
Be outside for ball number 2.
So 2-1 to count.
2-1 count.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Strike number 2.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs.
Even count now at 2-2.
With the runner on first for the Cowboys. Two-two pitch. Shavi swings and fouls it back out of play. Count remains 2-2. With JJ Garcia on first for the Cowboys. Will Shavi at the plate. Two pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3 as we head to the top of the second. Scoreless.
Out number 3.
You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from Kennedy, Texas. Game number 2, the Region 4 final. Setting the defense for the Cowboys once again. Getting the start on the mound is Brent Frosch. Behind the plate, Will Shavy. At third base, Brady Herndon. Shortstop, Rain Redden. Second base, JJ Garcia. First base, Jaden Puente. And in the outfield from left to right, Aaron Chapman, Cade Hendry, and Marcus Hernandez. And leading the inning off for the Lions is the third baseman, number 3, Lawson Fritsch. First pitch from Frosch is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Fritsch. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on the batter. Pitch fouled back out of play. Count remains 0-2. Pitch low for ball 1. So 1-2 the count on Fritsch.
Going to be low for ball number 1. 1-2.
Once again, Brent Frosch getting the start on the mound for the Cowboys. Lawson Fritsch at the plate. The pitch hit up the middle, and it's going to drop in front of Cade Hendry at center field. And it's going to be a base hit for Lawson Fritsch. And up next is the center fielder, number 13, Jake Kubala. With Fritsch on first.
Now batting number 13, Jake Kubala.
Kubala squares around, bunt attempt, fouls it back into the fence. So no balls and 1 strike on Kubala. Once again with Lawson Fritsch on first. Kubala squares around once again, pulls back for ball 1. So 1-1 to count.
Be ball number 1. 1-1 count.
The pitch from Frosch. Kubala hits it down the left field line as Fritsch making his way towards third. He's getting the signal to go home. Redden fires it. And they have Kubala fires it to second. And they're going to say Kubala is safe underneath the tag of JJ Garcia at second. But on the Kubala hit, it's going to be an RBI for Jake Kubala. And the Lions now lead 1-0. And up next is the right fielder, number 22, Brody Dooley. Dooley squares around, lays down a bunt, and it's going to be fielded by Shavy, foul. So it's going to bring up no balls and 1 strike on Dooley, with Kubala on second. bunt attempt. And they're going to say that he went for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes.
Going to be strike number 2. 0-2 count.
So no balls and 2 strikes on Brody Dooley. Once again with Jake Kubala on second.
Go, Brent, strike him out.
The pitch from Frosch. They're going to say that he went. And Shawi's going to apply the tag for out number 1. And that is the 3rd strikeout by Frosch here in today's game. And up next is the first baseman, number 33, Cole Schmidt.
Number 33, Cole Schmidt.
Curveball. Just missed inside for ball 1.
Ball number 1.
So 1 ball and no strikes on Schmidt. Outside for ball 2. So 2-0 the count.
Go, 9.
The runner on second. 1 out. Curveball. Low and on the turf for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes on Schmidt.
Go, Brent.
And Schmidt's going to draw the walk. And runners are now on first and second. And now coming up to the plate is the left fielder, number 1, Mason Fenhouse.
Now batting number 1, Mason Finhouse.
Go, boys, turn 2.
Find it, Brett. You got it.
And Frosch is going to step off the mound. So Jake Kubala on second. Cole Schmidt on first with 1 out. And Mason Fenhouse at the plate for the Lions. Fenhouse lays down the bunt, fielded by Frosch, fires it over the head of Garcia at first base. And Kubala will come in and score. And Schmidt will come in and score. And Fenhouse will be standing on third base as the Lions add 2 more runs and now lead 3-0. And up next is a catcher, number 12, Keegan Supak.
Slow down, boys. Slow down.
And head coach Todd Kraft's going to come out, speak to his entire infield. As the Lions score 2 runs on an overthrow to first base. And Mason Fenhouse is standing on third. And the Lions now lead 3-0 here in the top of the second. Once again, Brent Frosch getting a start on the mound for the Cowboys. Will Shelby behind the plate. Brady Herndon at third. Rain Redden at shortstop. JJ Garcia at second. Jaden Puente at first. In the outfield from left to right, Aaron Chapman, Cade Hendry, and Marcus Hernandez. With 1 out here in the top of the second. Keegan Supak at the plate. Supak, bunt attempt, missed for strike 1.
That's going to be strike number 1.
Supak squares around, bunt attempt, and it's going to foul it back into the fence. It's going to be no balls and 2 strikes. So 0-2 the count on Supak. And the batter is going to call times. It's awarded by the umpire. So no balls and 2 strikes on Supak, with Fenhaus on third. The pitch chopped down the third base side, foul.
That's going to be chopped foul. Count remains 0-2.
Go, work it. You got it.
The pitch from Frosch fouled down the third base line. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes on Keegan Supak. The pitch hit up the middle, fielded by Redden, bobbled by Redden, and Fenhaus will come in and score for the Lions. And Supak will be safe at first on the infield error by Redden. And up next is the shortstop, number 25, Easton Yeager.
Now batting number 25, Easton Yeager.
Curveball outside for ball 1.
Be outside for ball number 1.
So 1 ball and no strikes on Yeager. In there for strike 1. So 1-1 the count with 1 out.
1-1 count.
Runner on first. The pitch just missed outside for ball 2.
2-1 count.
And his ball is hit down the right field line. It's going to land foul. It's going to bring the count to 2-2 now on Yeager. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Easton Yeager. The runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the second. Lions have scored 4 runs here. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 2.
Even count now at 2-2.
Oh, excuse me, that's 2-2 the count.
That's 3. Struck out. Strike 3. That's strike 3. That's strike 3.
Well, that's strike 3, I'm correct.
Yes. Yes.
So 2 outs.
Strike number 3.
And up next is the second baseman, number 7, Jack Schley.
Now batting number 7, Jack Sly.
And Supak's making his way towards second. Throw to second is off target. So Keegan Supak now on second base. So 1 ball and no strikes on Schley.
0-1 count.
The pitch hit into the gap by Schley. And Keegan Supak will come in and score on the RBI single. And the Lions extend the lead to 5-0. And up next is the pitcher, number 34, Chance Konvichka.
Now batting number 34, Chance Konvichka.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Konvichka. With Jack Schley on first. Schley making his way towards second. Xavi fires it down to second, and not in time. It's going to bring the count to no balls and 2 strikes on Konvichka. With Schley now on second for the Lions. In there for strike 3. And the Cowboys are down 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Setting the defense for the Lions on the mound is Chance Konvichka. Behind the plate, Keegan Supak. At third base, Lawson Fritsch. Shortstop, Easton Yeager. Second base, Jack Schley. First base, Cole Schmidt. And in the outfield from left to right, Mason Fenhouse, Jake Kubala, and Brody Dooley. And now leading the inning off for the Cowboys is the right fielder, number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
Leading off here at the bottom of the second for the Cowboys, number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
First pitch is outside and low for ball one. So 1-0 the count on Hernandez. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Strike number 1.
So 1-1 the count. Ball's inside. And Hernandez said he got hit by the pitch. Umpires say no. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
It'll be a 2-1 count.
And Hernandez goes shopping in the gap. And it's going to be a single for Marcus Hernandez. And up next is the center fielder, number 21, Cade Hendry.
Now batting number 21, Cade Hendry.
Go 2-1.
Hendry squares around, pulls back in there for strike one.
Number 1.
So no balls and 1 strike on Hendry with Hernandez on first. And Konvichka's going to step off the mound. Reset. The pitch. Hendry hits it, and he goes to right field. So Cade Hendry with the single to right. And the Cowboys with runners now on first and second. And up next is the third baseman, number 5, Brady Herndon.
Brady, keep it going.
Now batting number 5.
So Hernandez on second, Hendry on first, and Brady Herndon at the plate. First pitch, Herndon hits it, fielded by Yeager at shortstop. Ball's overthrown at first, and Hernandez will come in and score. And Herndon will advance to second. So Yeager got the lead runner out at second on the toss to Schley with the overthrow. And Marcus Hernandez will come in and score. And up next is the left fielder, number 18, Aaron Chapman. And fake pickoff attempt by Konvichka. Ball low. So 1 ball, no strikes on Chapman.
Batting for the Cowboys, number 18, Aaron Chapman.
Keep it going, Chapman.
Ball low. So 2 balls and no strikes on Chapman with Herndon on second.
2-0 count.
The pitch in there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Chapman with Brady Herndon on second. With 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And pickup attempt. Ball goes towards center field. Herndon making his way towards third. And he's going to stand up safe. So the count remains 2 balls and 1 strike on Chapman with 1 out here in the bottom of the second with Brady Herndon now on third.
Nice hit, scores a run, son. Let's
Konvichka with the pitch. Chapman hits it up the middle. Fielded by Schley at second. Fires it over to first. And they're going to say they got Chapman out in time. But off the hit, Brady Herndon will come in and score. And up next is a designated hitter, number 34, Easton King.
Now batting number 34, Easton King.
First pitch is low for ball one.
One and no count.
Outside for ball two.
The outside for ball number 2.
So 2-0 the count.
2 and no count.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike one.
For strike number 1.
So 2 balls and 1 strike on King.
Put it in play, Easton.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Lions lead 5-2. The pitch outside for ball 3, full count.
Full count now, 3 and 2.
Got it, E.
Ball 4, and King will draw the walk. And up next is the top of the lineup, the second baseman, number 2, JJ Garcia.
Now batting number 2, JJ Garcia.
First pitch, outside corner for strike 1.
For strike number 1.
So no balls and 1 strike on Garcia.
I was in the batter's box.
Inside for ball 1. So 1-1 the count.
For ball number 1. 1 and 1 count.
Ball low and inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Garcia with King on first.
Go, JJ.
The pitch. And Garcia will foul it out. So deuces across the board once again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. JJ Garcia at the plate. Easton King on first. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball just missed inside for ball 3. Full count.
And ball number 3. Full count now at 3 and 2.
Got it, JJ.
The pitch. Garcia hits it. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder. That's going to be a single to left field for JJ Garcia. And King will advance to second.
Go, Brent. Keep it going.
And up next is the pitcher, number 9, Brent Frosch. And now head coach Clint Yeager is going to come out and speak to his pitcher. As the Cowboys have scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the second. As they try to answer the Lions, who scored 5 runs in the top of the second. And it appears that they're going to have a pitching change possibly. Well, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here live tonight on the Hennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube. This is game number 2 of the Region 4 final. And it appears there's going to be a pitching change. Moving from shortstop to the mound, it will be number 25, Easton Yeager. And moving from first base
New pitcher for the
to right field is Cole Schmidt. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Moving from the mound to first base is Chance Konvichka. Moving from second base to shortstop is Jack Schley. And now on the mound from shortstop is number 25, Easton Yeager. And out to plate for the Cowboys is the pitcher, number 9, Brent Frosch. Frosch, first pitch down the left-right field line. Just went foul over the fence. So no balls and 1 strike on Frosch.
Get fired up right here. Let's go. Go, Brent. You're doing great.
Do it again, Brent.
Let's go, 9. Let's go, kid. Here we go.
So no balls and 1 strike on Frosch. With King on second, Garcia on first. Frosch sends it up the middle. Bobbled by Dooley at second base. And it's going to load up the bases for the Cowboys. King on third, Garcia on second, Frosch on first. And courtesy running for Frosch at first base is number 6, Josiah Rodriguez. And up next is the shortstop with the bases loaded, number 4, Rain Redden.
Let's go, Rain. Keep it going, Rain.
First pitch, and Redden will get hit by the pitch. So King will come in and score on the hit by pitch. Garcia will advance to third. Rodriguez to second. Redden to first. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Will Shavi.
Go, Will.
With the bases loaded for the Cowboys. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Xavi with the bases loaded. Yeager on the mound for the Lions. Delivers a pitch. High and outside for ball 1. So 1-1 to count.
Go, Will.
The pitch, hit up the middle. Garcia will come in and score. Rodriguez coming in to score. And the Cowboys have tied this game at 5 apiece. And Redden will be safe at third. And the Cowboys have answered back the Lions 5 runs from the top of the first with 5 runs in the bottom of the second of their own, with runners now on the corners. And now courtesy running for Shabby at first is number 7, Case Braden, with Rain running on third. And now coming up to the plate is the right fielder, number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
Now batting number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
Let's go, Shorty.
First pitch is high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Hernandez, with Redden on third, Braden on first. The pitch, swing and miss for strike 1.
You got this. Watch this one.
So 1-1 to count. And Hernandez swings and fouls it off the catcher. It's going to bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter, with runners on the corners.
You gotta take a little breather. Yeah, I know. That was a double hit. Yeah. Might have been a triple hit. Might have hit off the catcher's helmet on.
Here we go, Shorty, drive it.
Catcher in there, huh?
So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hernandez. The pitch, Hernandez swings and fouls it back out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Shorty, way to battle.
Hey, win that battle, kid. Let's go. You got this, kid. Let's go.
You got it, Shorty.
You're on it. Let's go.
The pitch, Hernandez hits it deep to center. And the catch will be made by Jake Kubala for out number 3. Cowboys leave 2 runners stranded, but answer the Lions 5 runs and tie this game up at 5 apiece as we head to the top of the third. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Region 4 final, game number 2 of the best of 3 series. Fayetteville leads the series 1-0. It was an exciting second inning as the Lions scored 5 runs in the top of the first, and the Cowboys answered with 5 runs of their own. As we begin the top of the third, Brent Frost remains on the mound for the Cowboys. And leading the inning off for the Lions is the third baseman, number 3, Lawson Fritsch. First pitch from Frost in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Fritsch. The pitch just missed low for ball 1, so 1-1 to count on the batter. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch hit, fielded by Puente at first. And they're going to say that Fritch is safe. Head coach Todd Kraft is saying that Puente applied the tag. Umpire at first base is saying no.
13, Jake Kubala.
And up next is the center fielder, number 13, Jake Kubala. First pitch from Froch is in there for strike one. So no balls and one strike on Kubala with Fritch on first. Kubala squares around. Bunt attempt. Shavy fires it over to first. And Fritch slides underneath the tag barely. So no balls and two strikes on the batter.
Good job, Will. Good hustle, boys. Out of my Will.
The pitch missed outside for ball one. So one ball and two strikes on Jake Kubala with Lawson Fritch on first.
Go, get open.
The pitch, curveball, swing and a miss for strike three and out number one. And up next is
Now batting number 22.
number 22, Brody Dooley. First pitch low for ball one.
Ball number 1.
So one ball and no strikes on Dooley. The pitch inside, ball gets by Shavy. Runner stays at first. So two balls and no strikes on the batter.
Got it, nice.
Dooley squares around, pulls back in there for strike one. So two balls and one strike.
Go, come at him right here. Let's go. Go, Brent.
The pitch in there for strike two. So 2-2 the count.
Count at 2 and 2.
Here we go, 9. Go, now.
The 2-2 pitch. Just missed low for ball three. Full count on Brody Dooley. Once again, Lawson Fritch on first. The pitch inside corner for strike three and out number two. And that is strikeout number 7 for Brent Frosch here tonight. And up next is number 33, Cole Schmidt. First pitch is high for ball one. So one ball, no strikes on Schmidt.
Number 33, Cole Schmidt.
With the runner on first.
Are you doing nice? You got it.
The pitch. Low for ball 2.
Come on now.
Be ball number 2-0 count.
So 2 balls and no strikes.
Where is that? It's over the plate. I mean, like dead center.
The pitch in there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Schmidt.
2-1 count.
Nice strike.
With the runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd.
Sit him down.
The pitch, runners going. Play at second. And Lawson Fritch will be safe.
One more, Brent.
Great pitch. He wants to walk.
That's the second on the stolen base.
The pitch from Frosch. Outside corner for strike 3. And that is 8 strikeouts tonight by Brent Frosch. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, tied up at 5 apiece. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Region 4 final, game number 2 of the best of 3 series. Setting the defense for the Lions on the mound. Number 25, Easton Yeager behind the plate. Keegan Supak at third base. Lawson Fritch at shortstop. Jack Schley at second base. Brody Dooley at first base. Chance Konvichka in the outfield from left to right. Mason Fenhouse, Jake Kubala, and Cole Schmidt. And the first pitch to Hendry. And the ball is lost by Schley. And Hendry will reach first on the error by the shortstop Jack Schley, who misjudged the ball. And up next is the third baseman, number 5, Brady Herndon.
Now batting number 5, Brady Herndon.
First pitch is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Herndon. With Hendry on first.
You got it, Brady.
And Yeager will check Hendry at first. Hendry will get back in time. So no balls and 1 strike on Herndon. The pitch, low. Hendry making his way towards second. He's going to be safe. The ball makes its way to center field. And Hendry's going to hold up at second base. With the 1-1 count on Herndon.
You got it, 5.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Herndon. With Hendry on second. The pitch from Yeager outside and low for ball 2. So 2-2 the count.
Win that battle now. Let's go, kid.
Even counted 2-2.
The pitch. Herndon swings and fouls it back out of play. Count remains 2-2.
Win that battle. Win that battle.
Count remains at
You got
2-2.
it, five.
Big line drive right here.
The 2-2 pitch. Herndon hits it. Fielded, bobbled by the second baseman. Herndon making his way towards first. And they're going to say they got him out in time.
That's 2. That's 2 calls. That's 2 calls on you.
So the ball was hit to Brody Dooley at second. He bobbled it, recovered, and fired it over to Konvichka. And they're going to say the throw was in time for out number 1 as Hendry advances to third. And up next is the left fielder, number 18, Aaron Chapman.
Bring him in, Aaron. Bring him in.
Here we go, Aaron. Drive it somewhere. Right here. You got it. Big hit.
The pitch high for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Chapman.
Let's go on 8.
The pitch, Chapman swings and hits it foul out of play down the right side of the field. It's going to bring the count to 1-1.
You got it. Go. Find your groove right here.
So 1-1 the count on Chapman with 1 out here in the bottom of the third with Hendry on third. Yeager delivers the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Go, Aaron. You got it.
1-2 count.
Look for another one.
Let's go.
Play at the plate.
Hey, interference.
And they're going to say
Interference. Interference.
Hendry has come in and score.
Interference. That's right.
And Chapman will be safe at first. They're going to say catcher interference. And the Cowboys have taken the lead 6-5 with the designated hitter, number 34, Easton King, at the plate
Now back
with
number
Chapman
34, Easton King.
on first. So Easton King at the plate with Aaron Chapman on first. Ball inside and low for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on King. The pitch low for ball 2. So 2-0 the count. The pitch gets by the catcher. Chapman will advance to second on the pass ball. That's going to bring up 3 balls and no strikes on King.
You got it, East.
Pitch is in there for strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike on King. Once again with Aaron Chapman on second.
Go, be aggressive. Drive it. Let's go.
The pitch. King hits it. Fielded by Konvichka at first. Fires it over to first. Ball's overthrown. And Chapman will come in to score as King makes his way towards second. And the Cowboys lead 7-5 with the top of the lineup coming up to the plate. And the Lions will call a timeout and talk things over. As the Cowboys have scored 2 runs here in the bottom of the third. As they continue to heat up as they scored 5 runs in the bottom of the second. And now lead 7-5 over the Lions. Once again, this is game number 2 of the best of 3 series. Fayetteville leads the series 1-0. If the Cowboys lose, they go home. Cowboys win. We'll be back tomorrow night for game number 3 at 7 p.m. here in Kennedy, Texas. And we're going to have a pitching change. And it appears that number 33, Cole Schmidt, will now come to the mound for the Lions. But we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here live on the Hennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight for the Region 4 final, game number 2. Once again, Fayetteville won game number 1, 5-2. The Hennis leads game number 2, 7-5. And if necessary, game number 3 is scheduled for tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Now pitching for the Lions, number 33, Cole Schmidt.
Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Lions is number 33, Cole Schmidt. With J.J. Garcia at the plate, Easton King on second with 1 out here in the bottom of the third.
Garcia.
Go, JJ!
First pitch is high for ball 1.
Going to be ball number 1.
So 1 ball, no strikes on Garcia.
Here we go, JJ.
So 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. The pitch from Schmidt. High for ball 2. So 2-0 the count.
Number 2, 2-0 count.
In there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Garcia.
2-1 count.
The pitch foul down the third base line. It's going to bring the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes on J.J. Garcia. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 And out number 2. And up next is the pitcher, number 9, Brent Frosch,
Let's go, kid. Let's go.
Let's go, 9. 2-out rally.
with the runner on second.
Time it up right here.
Now batting number 9, Brent Frost.
Time it now. Time it. Let's go.
First pitch is outside and low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Frosch.
Stay back and drive. Let's go.
The pitch just missed outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on the batter.
Here we go. Drive it somewhere. Go, 9.
Schmidt with the pitch outside for ball 3. So 3-0 the count on Frosch.
Correction, 2-1 count.
The pitch, Frosch hits it up the middle, fielded by Schmidt, and he's going to fire it over to first to Konviska for the 3rd out of the inning. But the Cowboys leave 1 runner stranded, but bring 2 runs across and now lead 7-5. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live from Kennedy, Texas, Joe Gillies Park. Setting the defense for the Cowboys. Remaining on the mound is Brent Frosch behind the plate. Will Shavy at third base. Brady Herndon, shortstop. Rain Redden, second base. JJ Garcia, first base. Jaden Puente. And in the outfield from left to right, Aaron Chapman, Cade Hendry, and Marcus Hernandez. As the Cowboys have taken the lead, heading to the top of the 4th, 7-5. As the Lions scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Cowboys answered them back on the top of the 2nd. 5 runs of their own. And the Cowboys added 2 more runs in the bottom of the 3rd. And now lead 7-5. First pitch is inside for ball 1 to Mason Fenhouse. The pitch inside for ball 2.
Ball number 2.
So 2 balls and no strikes on Mason Fenhouse. Pitch is in there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter. Pitch is low for ball 3.
Ball number 3.
So 3-1 the count.
Nice pitch.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. So full count.
Full count now at 3-2.
Go, right now.
The pitch just miss. Low for ball 4. So it's going to be a leadoff walk for Fenhouse. And up next is the catcher, number 12, Keegan Supak.
Keep going, kid.
Let's go. Keep throwing strikes right here.
First pitch is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Supak. With the runner on first. The pitch, low, gets by the catcher. And Fenhouse will advance to second on the pass ball. It's going to bring the count to 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter.
Go, boys.
The pitch inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
To the target. Let's go. Target. Go to the target.
The pitch low for ball 3. So 3-1 the count.
Low for ball number 3. 3-1 count.
Here we go now. Come at it. Let's go.
In there for strike 2. Full count on Keegan Supak.
Full count at 3.
Nobody wants to hit. They want to walk. Let's go.
The pitch from Frosch. Supak hits it to right field. Fielded by Hernandez. Hernandez will fire it in. And it'll be a single for Keegan Supak. And the Lions now with runners on the corners. And up next is the shortstop, number 25, Easton Yeager.
Now batting number 25, Easton Yeager.
Go, boys.
First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Yeager.
Wow.
Great pitch.
The pitch hit deep to right.
Headed to right field.
And Hernandez will make the catch and fire it home. Play at the plate. And Supak will advance to second. Nice throw by Marcus Hernandez from right field. But Fenhouse will come in and score on the tag up. And up next is the third baseman, number 7, Jack Schley. Curveball inside, just missed for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Schley.
Now batting number 7, Jack Slide.
Pitch low for ball 2. So 2-0 the count.
He's taken.
In there for strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike on the batter with 1 out. With the runner on second. And Frosch will step off the mound.
What a loser.
The pitch, curveball, hit deep to center field. And the ball is dropped by Hendry. And they're going to hold up the runners on the corners as Hendry misjudged the ball. And up next is the first baseman, number 34, Chance Konvichka.
First and third now. One out here. Now batting number 34, Chance Konvichka.
First pitch is in there for strike one. So no balls and one strike on the batter with the runners on the corners for the Lions. Frosch will fire it over to first. Ball's dropped by Puente. And Kubala will come in and score and tie up the game for the Lions. And we're tied up at 7 apiece. So no balls and one strike on Konvichka. The pitch from Frosch outside for ball one. So 1-1 the count. Once again, Jack Schley on first for the Lions. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike two. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 2. That is the 9th strikeout for Frosch tonight. And up next is the second baseman, number 3, Lawson Fritsch.
Let's go, Brent.
First pitch, Fritsch hits it foul down the right field line. So no balls and 1 strike.
Here we go, Cowboys.
So no balls and 1 strike on the batter. The pitch from Frosch, low and outside for ball 1. Xavi fires it over to first. And Schley will get underneath the tag, so he's going to be safe. So 1-1 to count with 2 outs.
Here we go. Go to work right here.
The pitch, runners going. Xavi fires it down to second. And they're going to say they got him in time for out number 3. But the Lions score 2 runs and tie the game right up at 7 apiece. As we head to the bottom of the 4th, you're watching D'Hanis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 of the Region 4 final. Tied up at 7 apiece as we get ready to start the bottom of the 4th with the shortstop number 4, Rain Redden, leading the inning off for the Cowboys, with Cole Schmidt remaining on the mound for the Lions. First pitch from Schmidt is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Redden.
That's been a ball all night.
Make it a ball game.
Pitch is high for ball 1, so 1-1 to count.
1-1 count.
Got Rain driving somewhere. Be consistent. That's all we ask.
The pitch. Redden swings and hits it down the right field line. It's going to drop foul. So it's going to bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1-2 the count on Redden. The pitch in there for strike 3 and out number 1. And up next is the catcher, number 11, Will Shavi. And now head coach Todd Kraft is saying that the ball hit Redden. And the umpire is saying strike 3. So 1 out. And Will Shavi at the plate now for the Cowboys.
Go, Will!
And now the umpire is heading towards Todd Kraft. And now head coach Clint Yeager's coming out.
Let's go, one.
And the huddle's broken up. It's going to be 1 out. And Will Shavi at the plate now for the Cowboys. As game 2 is a winner go home situation for the Cowboys. The pitch, curveball in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Shavi. The pitch, low and outside for ball 1. So 1-1 to count. The pitch, curveball, swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. And the ball's thrown to first to complete the out. And up next is the right fielder, number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
Now batting for the Cowboys, number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
First pitch is in there for strike 1. Once again, this is game number 2 of the Region 4 final. Fayetteville won game number 1, 5-2. Cole Schmidt on the mound, delivers a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The pitch high for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on Hernandez. The pitch, Hernandez swings and pops it foul. And it's going to make its way out of play. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Marcus Hernandez. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. The pitch, low for ball 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Tied up at 7 apiece here in the bottom of the 4th. Marcus Hernandez at the plate.
You got this one. Let's go.
And Hernandez hits it. Ball fielded by Yeager at shortstop. Fires it to Kavicka for out number 3 as we head to the top of the 5th. Tied up at 7 apiece. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Setting the defense for the Cowboys. Remaining on the mound, Brent Frosch. Behind the plate, Will Shavy. At third base, Brady Herndon. Shortstop, Rain Redden. Second base, J.J. Garcia. First base, Jaden Puente. And in the outfield from left to right, Aaron Chapman, Cade Henry, and Marcus Hernandez. With Lawson Fritsch leading the inning off for the Lions. First pitch from Frosch is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on the batter. The pitch fouled back, brings the count to no balls and 2 strikes. So no balls and 2 strikes on Lawson Fritsch.
Go, Brent. Got enough to finish this inning, kid. Let's go.
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 1. And that is the 10th strikeout of the night for Frosch. And up next is the center fielder, number 13, Jake Kubala.
Way to bring it. Let's go.
Go, Brent.
First pitch is high for ball 1.
Strike earlier.
It'll be ball number 1.
Very much.
Big
Just be
kid.
consistent. See it consistently. Let's go, Brent. You got it.
Curveball in there for strike 1. So 1-1 the count.
They're going to take them.
1-1 count.
Take
Not
it.
going to swing until you get 2 strikes.
The pitch in there for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kubala.
Go, Brent. Now he's nervous. He's just going to swing at anything.
The pitch outside corner for strike 3 and out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Frosch. And up next is the second baseman, number 22, Brody Dooley.
Brody Dooley.
Let's go, boys. Yeah.
First pitch just missed for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Dooley.
Did you blink?
The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1-1 the count.
Go, Nod. Let's go,
You got it, Brent.
1-1 count.
Frosch with the pitch
There it is.
in there for strike 2.
One more, Brent. One more.
The pitch low for ball 2. So deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here at the top of the 5th. Tied up at 7 apiece. Brent Frosch on the mound for the Cowboys. Will Shavy behind the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Frosch strikes out the side, and that is the 12th strikeout of the night. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. Tied up at 7. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Leading the inning off for the Cowboys is the center fielder, number 21, Cade Hendry, with Cole Schmidt on the mound for the Lions.
Off for the Cowboys, number 21, Cade Hendry.
Go 2-1.
First pitch is low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Hendry. Hendry chops it over up in the middle. Fielded by Fritsch at second, and Hendry's going to beat out the throw at first. So Hendry is safe. And up next is the third baseman, number 5, Brady Herndon.
Go 5.
Now batting number 5, Brady Herndon.
First pitch is in there for strike 1.
Number 1.
So no balls and 1 strike on Herndon. With Hendry on first The pitch, swing and a miss. They're going to say that he fouled it off. It's going to bring the count to no balls and 2 strikes, so Hendry will go back to first.
Strike number 2.
Gotta protect the play. Anything close.
The pitch from Schmidt. Herndon swings and fouls it back out of play. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes with Cade Hendry on first.
Right here. Be on time. Let's go.
So no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Herndon sends it down deep to left field out of play. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes on the batter.
Going 2.
Don't watch it. Let's go. Let's go, Five. Win it. Let's go. Go, get aggressive.
The pitch popped up in the infield, and the catch will be made by the pitcher Cole Schmidt for out number 1. And up next is the left fielder, number 18, Aaron Chapman.
Go, drive one out there. Let's go.
Go, Aaron.
Let's go, Cole.
Now batting number 18, Aaron Chapman.
Once again, Cade Hendry on first. And Al Supak's going to go out and speak with his pitcher. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, we're tied up at 7 apiece. This is game number 2 of the best of 3 series of the Region 4 final. Fayetteville won game number 1 5-2 last night. Cowboys win. They'll force game 3 tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
Go, 1-8.
So no balls and 1 strike on Chapman. The pitch. Chapman hits it. Fielded by the third baseman Schley. Fires it over to second. They're going to get the force out at second, and Chapman's going to be safe at first. So the Lions get out their lead runner, Hendry. And Chapman will be safe at first. And up next is the designated hitter, number 34, Easton King.
Now batting number 34, Easton King.
First pitch is in there for strike 1. The pitch low, ball gets by the catcher, and Chapman will advance to second on the pass ball. It's going to bring the count to 1-1.
Runner will advance to second on the pass ball.
Go, 3-4. Come on, Cole. Worry about the batter.
The pitch. King hits it, fielded by Konvichka at first, and he's going to step on the bag for out number 3 as we head to the top of the 6th, tied up at 7 apiece. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher on the mound for the Cowboys. Moving from catcher to the mound is number 11, Will Shavy. Moving from the pitcher's mound to first base is Brent Frosch. Moving from right field to catcher is Marcus Hernandez. And moving from first base to right field is Jaden Puente. As Brent Frosch finished the game with 108 pitches and 12 strikeouts. And leading the inning off for the Lions is the pitcher, number 33, Cole Schmidt.
Leading off here for the Lions, number 33, Cole Schmidt.
Once again, new pitcher on the mound, Will Shavy. First pitch is in there for strike one. So no balls and one strike on the batter. The pitch just missed low for ball one, so 1-1 to count.
1-1 count.
Right over the plate.
Ball swung on and fouled out of play. Brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes
2 count.
on Schmidt. The pitch, curveball, just missed outside for ball 2.
Ball number,
So 2-2 the count.
even count at 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch, hit, fielded by Frosch at first, and he's going to take it himself and step on the bag for out number 1. And up next is the left fielder, number 1, Mason Fenhouse.
Go, Will.
Now batting for the Lions, number 1, Mason Fenhouse.
First pitch from Shavy is high and inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on the batter.
Number 1.
The pitch in there for strike 1. So 1-1 to count.
Even count at 1-1.
The pitch low and outside for ball 2.
Outside for ball number 2. 2-1 count.
So 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch popped up,
Get it, boys. Call it.
and Hendry will run in from center field and make the catch for out number 2.
Way to go, 2-1.
And up next is the catcher, number 12, Keegan Supak.
Now batting number 12, Keegan Shupak.
Go, Will.
First pitch is high for ball 1.
Go, Will.
So 1 ball, no strikes on the batter.
Drop in the zone. Let's go.
The pitch hit down the third off the glove of Herndon. And Supak will be safe at first. And up next is the shortstop, number 25, Easton Yeager.
Come
number 25, Easton Yeager.
Go, Will. 2 outs, Will.
So Supak on first, Yeager at the plate. Runner's going. Hernandez fires it over to second. And Supak's going to be safe.
Shot, shorty.
Going to be in there for strike number 1.
So no balls and 1 strike on Yeager.
The second in the stolen base.
The pitch high for ball 1. So 1-1 to count.
1-1 count.
Pitch is inside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Yeager with the runner on second for the Lions. The pitch inside for ball 3.
Go, Will.
So 3 balls and 1 strike on the batter. Shelby fires it over to second. And they're going to say that Supak made it back in time underneath the tag of Garcia. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Yeager with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The pitch hit in the gap. And Supak will come in and score off the RBI single by Easton Yeager, and the Lions have taken the lead 8-7. And up next is the third baseman, number 7, Jack Schley.
Oh, Will.
Come back and get him right here.
You got it, Will.
Shoulders up. Let's go.
Fired it over to first. Yeager gets back in time.
Now batting number 7, Jack Slide.
First pitch is in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on the batter. Shelby fires it over to first once again. Yeager's safe at first. The pitch in there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on Jack Schley. The pitch. Schley swings and fouls it out of play. Count remains. No balls and 2 strikes.
On your toes. Let's go. Right here, buddy. Way ahead. Let's go. Sit him down.
The pitch. Curveball swung back into the fence. Count remains. No balls and 2 strikes on Jack Schley with Easton Yeager on first.
Go, Will.
The pitch in there for strike 3. The Lions leave one runner stranded, but bring one across to now lead 8-7. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2, the best of 3 series. Fayetteville has reclaimed the lead 8-7 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. With the top of the lineup for the Cowboys, number 2, J.J. Garcia at the plate, with Cole Schmidt remaining on the mound for the Lions.
Leading off for the Cowboys, number 2, J.J. Garcia.
First pitch, curveball, just missed outside for ball 1.
Outside for ball number 1.
Curveball in there for strike 1. So 1-1 to count.
Go, JJ.
Garcia swings and pops it up in the infield. And Lawson Fritsch is there to make the catch for out number 1. And up next is the first baseman, number 9, Brent Frosch.
Go 9.
Now batting number 9, Brent Frost.
First pitch is low for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Frosch. Outside for ball 2.
Going to be outside for ball number 2, 2-0 count.
Time it up.
The pitch, Frosch sends it down the right field line. It's going to go foul. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Frosch. The pitch, Frosch hits it, and it is caught by the left fielder, Mason Fenhouse, for out number 2. And up next is the shortstop, number 4, Rain Redden.
Now batting number 4, Rain Redden.
First pitch to Redden is outside and low for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Just miss outside for ball 2.
Ball number 2, 2-0 count.
Ball inside and low for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes on Redden.
3-0 count.
Pitch is high for ball 4. So Redden will draw the walk, and up next is the pitcher, number 11, Will Shavi.
Now batting number 11, Will Shelby.
First pitch. Umpire will call a balk, and Redden will advance to second. So no pitch, no balls, no strikes. And now head coach Clint Yeager will come out. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here live on the Hennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight. This is game number 2 of the best of 3 series. Fayetteville won game number 1 5-2. Fayetteville leads game number 2 8-7 in the bottom of the 6th. And it appears we're going to have a pitching change. Now coming to the mound from catcher to pitcher will be number 12, Keegan Supak. And moving from third base to catcher will be number 7, Jack Schley. And back to play we go with Rain Redden on second. Will Shavi now at the plate. New pitcher on the mound. Keegan Supak. New catcher behind the plate, Jack Schley. Bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Runner on second. And they're going to intentionally walk Will Shavi and put him on first. And up next is the catcher, number 1, Marcus Hernandez. So Redden on second, Shavi on first.
The Cowboys number 1, Marcus Hernandez.
And checking the courtesy run for Shavi at first base is Josiah Rodriguez. So Marcus Hernandez now at the plate. First pitch from Supak, no pitch. Redden's going to get hit. Ball's going to make its way to center field. Rodriguez will advance to second, Redden to third. So Redden on third, Rodriguez on second. Marcus Hernandez at the plate. First pitch is high for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Hernandez. Pitch is outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes on Marcus Hernandez. With runners in scoring position. The pitch high for ball 3. So 3-0 the count. The pitch in there for strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Hernandez. The pitch from Supak is in there for strike 2, so full count.
Let's go, Shorty!
The pitch gets by the catcher, and Redden will come in and score a tie up the game at 8 apiece. Rodriguez will advance to third on the pass ball, and Hernandez will draw the walk. And up next is the center fielder, number 21, Cade Hendry.
Now batting number 21, Cade Hendry.
Let's go, 2-1!
First pitch from Supak is high for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on Hendry, with Rodriguez on third, Hernandez on first. The pitch, Hernandez making his way towards second, swing and a miss for strike 1. Brings the count to 1-1 on Hendry, with runners now on second and third for the Cowboys. The pitch, Swung on and fouled back out of play. Brings the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Okay.
1-2 count.
The pitch from Supak is in there for strike 3 as the Cowboys leave 2 runners stranded but bring 1 run across and tie this game up at 8 apiece as we head to the top of the 7th. You're watching the Hennis Cowboy Baseball. We'll be right back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Region 4 final, game number 2. Setting the defense for the Cowboys, Will Shalvey remains on the mound. Marcus Hernandez behind the plate. Brady Herndon at third base. Rain Redden at shortstop. JJ Garcia on second. Brent Frosch on first. And in the outfield from left to right, Aaron Chapman, Cade Henry, and Jaden Puente. Once again, top of the 7th, tied up at 8 apiece. And leading the inning off for the Lions is the first baseman, number 34, Chance Konvichka.
Leading off for the Lions, number 34, Chance. Konvichka.
First pitch is outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on the batter. Pitch is in there for strike 1. So 1-1 to count on Konvichka.
1-1 count.
Pitch inside for ball 2.
Inside for ball number 2. 2-1 count.
Pitch is outside for ball 3. So 3-1 to count on the batter.
For ball number 3. 3-1 count.
Pitch gets by the catcher for ball 4. So Konvichka will draw the walk and make his way towards first.
Putting the leadoff hitter on.
And up next is the second baseman, number 3, Lawson Fritsch.
Now batting number 3, Lawson Fritz.
First pitch is in there for strike one. So no balls and one strike on Fritch. And head coach Todd Kraft's going to come out. Help Marcus adjust the leg braces. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here live on the Hennis Athletics on Facebook and also on YouTube tonight. This is game number 2 of the Region 4 final. Fayetteville won game number 1, 5-2. Currently tied up at 8 apiece here in the top of the 7th. Cowboys win. We'll be back for game number 3 tomorrow night at 7 p.m. here in Kennedy, Texas. So no balls and one strike on Fritch. With Konvichka on first. Pitch, curveball in there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on the batter.
Let's go, Will. Sit him down. Be ready.
The pitch inside for ball 1. So 1-2 the count. Pitch, sweet a miss for strike 3. And out number 1. And up next is the center fielder, number 13, Jake Kubala. First pitch, Kubala swings and fouls it back into the fence. Brings the count to no balls and 1 strike. Pitch low for ball 1. So 1-1 to count on Kubala.
1-1 count.
The pitch low for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike.
Come on, Will. 2-1 count.
Outside for ball 3.
The outside of ball number 3-1 count.
The pitch inside for ball 4. So the Lions now with runners on first and second. Konvichka will advance to second. Kubala to first.
For the Lions with 1 out.
And now coming up to the plate is the right fielder, number 22, Brody Dooley.
Now batting number 22, Brody Dooley.
First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Dooley. Pitch in there for strike 1. So 1-1 to count with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Konvichka on second. Kubala on first. The pitch. Chopped over to third. Fielded by Herndon, who fires it over to first. They're going to say Dooley was safe. And it's going to load up the bases for the Lions. And head coach Todd Kraft's not happy. He's going right directly to the first base umpire. So the bases are loaded for the Lions. Konvichka on third. Kubala on second. Dooley on first. And now coming up to the plate is Cole Schmidt.
Now batting number 33, Cole Schmidt.
Now the infield's going to huddle up and discuss the situation. Bases loaded with one out here in the top of the seventh. Close play at first base. Loads up the bases for the Lions. Once again, at the plate now for the Lions is number 33, Cole Schmidt. With Will Schaube on the mound, Marcus Hernandez behind the plate, Herndon, Redden, Garcia, and Frost in the infield. In the outfield for the Cowboys, from left to right, Chapman, Hendry, and Puente. Pitch from Schaube, chopped up the middle. Fielded by Redden, fires it over to first for out number 2. But off the hit, Konvichka will come in and score, and the Lions retake the lead, 9-8. And runners are now on second and third for Fayetteville. And up next is the left fielder, number 1, Mason Fenhouse.
Now batting number 1, Mason Fenhouse.
Pitch is low for ball 1. So 1 ball and no strikes on the batter.
Ball number 1.
The pitch outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch in there for strike 1. So 2-1 to count on Fenhouse. Pitch outside for ball 3. So 3-1 to count. The pitch in there for strike 2, full count on the batter. With runners on second and third for the Lions. As Fayetteville has retaken the lead here. The pitch low for ball 4. It's going to load up the bases for the Lions. And up next is the pitcher, number 12, Keegan Supak. First pitch, curveball in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Supak. Pitch, and Supak will get hit by the pitch, but the umpire says that he drew himself into the pitch. And now head coach Yeager will come out and speak with the umpire. So no pitch, no balls. Excuse me, 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter. The pitch popped up, and the ball will go out of play. So you can bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes on Keegan Supak.
Best pitch right here, Will.
The pitch from Xavi. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3. As we head to the bottom of the 7th. Lions leave 2 runners stranded, but bring 1 run across and now lead 9-8.
Let's go, boy! 2 runs!
Lines up 9-8.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Leading the inning off for the Cowboys is the third baseman, number 5, Brady Herndon. New catcher behind the plate for the Lions is number 24, Kellen Lopez. Keegan Supak remains on the mound for Fayetteville. Once again, Brady Herndon at the plate. First pitch in there for strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike on Herndon. Breaking ball, low for ball 1. So 1-1 to count.
Leaving the count at 1-1.
Pitch outside for ball 2.
Outside for ball number 2. 2-1 count.
The pitch, Herndon swings and fouls it back out of play. It's going to bring the count to 2-2.
Strike number 2. Even count now at 2-2.
Go flag.
The 2-2 pitch. Herndon chops it down the third base line. It's going to go foul.
Foul ball. Count remains 2-2.
So 2-2 the count on Herndon. The pitch from Supak is low for ball 3. Full count on the batter. Brady Herndon.
Go,
Full
Brady.
count now at 3-2.
The pitch low and outside for ball 4. So Herndon battles back and draws the walk. And up next is the left fielder, number 18, Aaron Chapman.
Go, Aaron.
Now batting number 18, Aaron Chapman.
Chapman squares around, showing bunt. The pitch in there for strike 1.
Number 1.
So no balls and 1 strike on Chapman.
Got it, Aaron.
And the pickoff attempt at first. Herndon's going to be safe underneath the tag. The pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2.
Strike number 1-2 count.
So no balls and 2 strikes on Chapman.
Go, 1-8.
The pitch outside for ball 1. So 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter with Brady Herndon on first. The pitch, curveball outside, gets by the catcher. Herndon's going to advance to second. That's going to bring the count to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chapman with Brady Herndon now on second.
Go, 1-8.
The pitch from Supak just missed outside for ball 3. Full count on Chapman.
Full count at 3-2.
Go, Aaron.
The pitch, sweet a miss for strike 3. And out number 1. And up next is a designated hitter, number 34, Easton King.
Go, E.
First pitch, King swings and fouls it back into the fence. So no balls and 1 strike on King.
Now batting number 34.
Once again, Brady Herndon on second. The pitch in there for strike 2. So no balls and 2 strikes on King.
Ace it.
The pitch fouled back as King continues the battle. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out, the runner on second. The pitch from Supak. King hits it to center. And the catch is made for out number 2 by Kabbalah. And up next to the top of the lineup for the Cowboys, the second baseman, number 2, J.J. Garcia.
Go, JJ.
Now batting number 2, J.J. Garcia.
Oh, JJ.
First pitch from Supak. Curveball high for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes on Garcia.
Ball number 1.
Go, 2.
The pitch in there for strike 1. So 1-1 count on J.J. Garcia.
Oh, JJ.
The pitch, curveball high for ball 2. The pitch, Garcia hits it, fielded by Yeager at shortstop, fires it over to first, and that will be the ball game as the Fayetteville Lions will win the series 2-0 as Fayetteville wins 9-8 over the Cowboys. So congratulations to the Fayetteville Lions, Region 4 Finals champions, and we'd like to say thank you for everybody for tuning in here live on the Hennis Athletics on Facebook and on YouTube tonight. Congratulations to the Hennis Cowboys on an outstanding season. And thank you to our seniors that have contributed significantly to the success of the Hennis baseball program. So thank you to J.J. Garcia, Marcus Hernandez, Brady Herndon, Jaden Puente, Rain Redden, and Will Shavi, who have led the team to 4 district championships, 3 region final appearances, and a 2022 state championship title. So till next time, good night and God bless.